My name is Marissa Lee Medjeral-Mills, and I'm the Executive Director of the Disabled People's Association. DPA is a non-profit cross-disability organization officially registered on the 28th of April, 1986, and we're actually the first advocacy organization registered in Singapore. What makes DPA unique is that we are dedicated to public education and advocacy. Without having to run services, we can focus all of our energies on engaging with the disability community, disability organizations, and the corporate and government sector to make the case for policies that can help make Singapore a more inclusive society. Our mission is to be the voice of persons with disabilities, and our motto is actually Vox Nostra, a voice of our own. It is a fundamental principle of the disability movement that nothing is done for persons with disabilities without persons with disabilities, and that's why we advocate with rather than for the disability community. Whenever DPA starts an initiative, we make sure that we engage with stakeholders, policymakers, and other interested parties to make sure that persons with disabilities are part of the formation, implementation, and feedback on policies that will affect persons with disabilities. We also work hard to empower persons with disabilities with the necessary knowledge and skills for independent living and to communicate, participate fully in the community. The most powerful advocates for persons with disabilities are persons with disabilities themselves. DPA also raises awareness through public education and talks and research to understand the needs on the ground. We rarely work alone, preferring to share knowledge and resources, and as an organization that relies on donations, this is especially important. We also engage with as many organizations as possible that provide services to persons with disabilities to ensure that we are truly representative of persons with disabilities in Singapore in our advocacy work. We invite you to join in our mission to make Singapore a more inclusive society, as our members, partners, and supporters are our most valuable resource, and we would not be anything without them.
My name is Alfred Yeo, and I've been a member of DPA for 19 years. DPA is the voice of persons with disabilities, advocating for the rights of PWDs, using guidelines from the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities and the National Enabling Master Plan to map out services and provisions of our needs so that PWDs can be included in the Singapore mainstream society and live independently. This is in line with our mission of DPA by Vox Nostra, a voice of our own. Working with all stakeholders and PWD communities in Singapore, educating and promoting the awareness of PWDs to Singapore society as a whole. More awareness of other PWDs. I've also got to share my session on accessibility for the deaf through support from DPA. DPA continues to advocate and remains the voice of PWDs in Singapore, as well as working with all stakeholders, employers, employees, government agencies, ministries, public services, and private corporates to ensure the independent living of PWDs.
My name is Rosie Wong, and I have been a member of DPA for 20 years. DPA is a voice for the whole disability community and can speak on our behalf to the government. I would like DPA to continue supporting the views of the disabled community because DPA is an advocacy group formulating and giving feedback on the disability needs to the government. in the future, I hope that more persons with disability or disability groups will join and work together with DPA, and also the government ministries and corporate companies shall join us and participate in our programs so as to better understand us and will assist in the areas that we need more support. I have an idea that whether is it possible that DPA tap into the government new policy that every Singaporean or PR is entitled to the $500 Skill Future credit to learn new skills. Thus, can DPA conduct a disability awareness training course for beginners to more advanced modules rather than one-off talks? In my opinion, during this course, participants can benefit more through the interaction and also the role play exercise to create more inclusiveness of persons with disability.
My name is Marissa C, and I have been a member of DPA for just over a year. I would just wanted to start with a big thank you to DPA. I would like to thank DPA for their work and how it has benefited the persons with disability in Singapore. I would also to say how much I appreciated the talks and events DPA has organized to raise the awareness of the disability issues. I think it is great that persons with disability are given the opportunity to share their views with regards to transport, healthcare, education, insurance, and others are really important to a person like me. The DPA events are an opportunity for members to discover their talents. For me personally, taking part in the events made me realize that what I was passionate about, grow more confident, speaking my mind, and take something new like wheelchair dancing. I really appreciate what DPA has helped me accomplish. I hope that DPA has many more years ahead of advocacy on disability issues, and happy 30th anniversaries.